That's the way he ended. That's the way you send off the stadium for a season, and that's the way seniors need to go out for the last home game. Uh, Talk about the game briefly. Like I said, Texas won hands down pretty easily, 51-20. But I will say this about Kansas: Kansas was out, man. Kansas didn't have a chance, but they didn't quit. There's teams who's come to DKR and we punched them in the mouth, and they laid down. Kansas didn't do that. They fought to the end, and I give them the utmost credit. They had a lot of problems with Mangino. Whatever's going on there, I don't know. I don't want to speculate with whatever actually is going on there, but today they came to play. Uh, Todd Reesing, I felt, played as well as you could against this Texas defense. I think he's probably moved the ball the best I've seen, maybe other than Taylor Potts, against this defense. And Desmond Briscoe, who's been good for Kansas since he's been there. That's a guy who could definitely play with this Texas squad, and he was all over the place the whole game. So congrats to Kansas for playing as good as you can against this Texas team. But they're undermanned, and they really stand a chance against Texas. But really want to talk about these seniors, guys. If you guys were at the game, you know what I'm talking about. I don't know what the broadcast, how the broadcast was shown on TV. I do know that I watched Sports Center afterwards, and Texas got a little mention about their game today. But of course, Alabama and Florida, who played Chattanooga and Florida International, got this huge setup, and they were talking about both games for I don't know how long. Like they were going play by play, like it was some kind of Super Bowl or something. But that's okay. Let them let those SEC teams get all the publicity. We know what happened in last time Texas was poised in the national championship, and the other team got all the publicity. So go ahead, right on. But to talk about these guys, Colt McCoy, dude played. This is one of the best games he's had this season. 396 passing yards. 3 or 4 touchdowns. Really, you could definitely tell he wanted this bad and wanted to play real well. And I felt this was his best game of the season, especially here at home. Shipley, all over the place. He always is. The defense. This was not their best game, but I attribute that a lot to Todd Reesing and the Kansas offense. They held onto the ball a long time. Got those screen passes going on us, and they hit us downfield a couple times. But this defense, this is one game, and they played well. I don't want to sit there and act like they didn't play good. They played really good today, but they played better throughout the season. But this defense has been this defense has been the heart and soul of this team this season, and the seniors like Lamar Houston, Sergio Kendall, Roderick McElroy, Deion Beasley, those guys. Really been showing things, along with the guys who aren't seniors, like Earl Thomas, who got another pick today, and Aaron Williams. And guys, I don't know the extent of Aaron Williams' injury, but whatever it is, it's huge. Aaron Williams is a sophomore, one of our best secondary guys, one of the best players on this entire team, impact guy, pro prospect. If he can't play this season, the rest of the season, that's gonna be tough for the Texas. That's if you're outside of if you're a Longhorn fan, you know who this guy is. If you're not, you may not know how big of a deal this is for Texas. This is huge. So we're going to have someone to step into that place because Aaron Williams is a huge hole to fill. But so Texas wins the game, and after the game's over, they do the, Colt won. We won the game. We won as not we, the Longhorns won as a team. But Colt is a quarterback, 43rd win. The most wins by a quarterback in college football history, and I got to be there for it. I got to see that in person. I've seen most of his games in person, and it's awesome, to be a part of that. And I really, from what I've seen of this guy, couldn't have been a more deserving dude to get this. So Colt, thanks for what you've done here for Texas and everything. It was awesome to see all the seniors at the end run around the stadium, give high fives, but it was really fun to watch Colt because Colt was really soaking it in. He gave everybody around. He made sure that he slapped everyone's hands that was hanging over the rail. Ran over the Texas Cowboys. He's a part of that organization. Shot off Smokey. Ran over to Big Bertha. Hit it a couple of times. And it was funny though while they were doing it. Roderick McElroy, linebacker, a guy I played against in high school. He played in Hallsville when I played in Henderson. He went out to the middle of the field. And he was laying down in the Longhorn, trying to have a moment to himself. Since it would be the last time as a Longhorn to play in that stadium. and all the other seniors saw that, and they went and dogpiled him in the middle of the field. It was really cool. Just a really, really great. This is one of the best times I've had at Darrell K. Rule Stadium. This season, with the Big 12 being down the way it is, we didn't really have any big time games this year, especially at home. No real drama during the games, but with this senior class, how special they are, and getting to see them enjoy that was excellent. It was awesome, and really, like I said in my last video, Texas fans this season haven't been asked to do much because the team's been so good and just blowing teams out that they take their own crowd out of it. Tonight, one of, if not the best, Longhorn crowd I've ever been a part of. Everyone was into it. Everyone knew what this meant. We clinched the Big 12 South. But really, the best part was after the game. Actually near the end when Mac made a point to let the seniors go out on offense, call a timeout, and let them come off the field and they can get a standing ovation. Did the same thing for the defense as well. Mac's that kind of guy. He knows how to make things mean something. So really enjoyed it tonight. This may be the last time I get to see these seniors: Colt McCoy, Jordan Shipley, Sergio, Muck, Lamar, and Dion, other guys, Chris Hall and stuff, play in person. Because I'm not going to A&M. I may be able to go to the Big 12 Championship. I'm not sure. And if somehow we're able to go to Pasadena, hopefully I could get to go. But I'm not putting too much stock into that. So I tried to really soak in. This is the last time I get to see these guys. And they delivered. So to all you 2009 Texas Longhorn seniors, so far you've done us proud. We couldn't ask more from your class, the way you played hard, and the way you represented this university. So thank you as a Texas Longhorn fan and fellow student. Thanks for what you've done with this university. With that being said, this coming week, let's not think about the Big 12 Championship in Nebraska or whatever bowl game we get to go to. Let's think about beating those sorry Aggies into the dust when we go down to College Station on Thanksgiving. Can't wait for that. I'll be talking about that next week. Hook 'em horns, Texas fight, and thanks, seniors.